Good morning, good morning, good morning, beauties. So, just a little quick drop in. What if your gold lives in your mess? What if your message has always been living inside of what you might describe as messy, right? As dark, as underworld, where whatever version of that you can relate to. What if, though? What if your actual shine, the gems that are yours to share, really, really come out of the mud and the muck, right? Many of you may already know this, right? You have walked through fires. You have walked through various landscapes that have not been easy. Yeah? You have lived many years, perhaps, right? I mean, I consider myself to have lived many years at, I'm about to be 67, yeah? And the multitude of experiences that I've had, from the mundane to the wildly extraordinary, right? Including some that are hard to describe because they would be thought of as woo-woo, paranormal, right? I don't care, right? At this point, what I want to share with you here, and when I say I don't care, I mean I no longer am concerned about what anyone else might think about my experiences on earth, because I have truly come to understand that the deep, deep wisdom, the core wisdom, comes from the most challenging underworld times, as well as from these very, very paranormal, supernatural experiences that I had and continue to have, that have defined a message that needs to rise through me. And I'm saying this to you because you have deep wisdom. You have a message to share. Now, your message that you wish to share might initially begin with you actually looking into the mirror and regarding yourself. Truly stay with your own eyes. And this is a practice, right? Start with pause, then you do your slow breath, then you lean back, then you get into your body, embody, and then sit with yourself in the mirror. If you can sit down with a big mirror so you don't have to stand, and just actually just catch your own gaze and stay with your own eyes. Stay with yourself. And stay with the intention of pursuing and knowing yourself as a great wisdom keeper. Perhaps you are what is described as an elder. Yeah? And in sometimes in the Western cultures and in many cultures, right? That term and the standing in those shoes, standing or in those bare feet of being someone who has walked many, many, many steps along the way, right? I like to say walked through fire because that is really what it is. The culture may not know how to respect and honor you, me, right? As we stand in our elderhood, as storytellers, as wisdom holders, right? Yes, it is true. Not everyone who lives many years accesses their wisdom space, right? They may continue to loop old paradigm thinking, right? Old harsh thinking, judgmental against themselves, of course, that's where it originates. Harsh judgment against others, separation, hatred, all of those things originate from a deep sense that you yourself are not lovable. But those of us who've already crossed that terrain, we've already made that walk, right? That we are not interested in promulgating that kind of energy toward ourselves or toward others, right? Your wisdom rises from what we can call the mess, what some might call the mess. But as you rise up into that eagle's eye, hawk's eye view, condor's eye view, you can see the beautiful pattern, can't you? The beautiful pattern that is your life and your constant awakening, your constant waking up, the humbling, right? The beauty, the hardship, all of it adds up to your gold. The fact that you are made of gold, you are solid gold, light. You are a light force on the planet. Okay, I like to say I'm a beautiful mess, and we are all beautiful messes. I see you. Go spend a little time in the mirror. Look into those incredible eyes of yours and invite in that next level of your wisdom keeper status. Sending you so much love, so much big love, so much love and respect.